it out. Now you know how to tap it out. Tap it out. Clear that energy, no doubt. No doubt. Top flow and free, that's what it's about. It's about. Keep on tapping, don't you stop now. Don't stop. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Today we have a special event. You know, this is a subject. We've done a lot of different events on a lot of different subjects and a lot of different astrology alignments and things like that. And today is something I don't think we've actually really covered on its own. And so this is very exciting because, as you know, with Valentine's Day coming up tomorrow, there's quite a charge with Valentine's Day and relationships by themselves, of course. And it's probably one of the biggest areas that you can clear in. And Lotus and I have so many clues and areas that we can share with you that's going to be so helpful. We're going to do some active clearing today on a few different subjects and areas. And there's so many ways that we can use this with relationships, whether it's manifesting a new relationship, getting over an old relationship and troubles with exes and divorces and things, keeping a current relationship going, right? Maybe rekindling the relationship and so forth. And so with those areas, Lotus and I, we practice energy clearing and we help people in a lot of different areas. And what we have can be utilized in all of these areas. So if you pay attention, if you follow along, if you participate, this may be the thing that's going to shift everything for you. And we know this because Lotus and I practice this, and I believe it's been the one major thing that first helped me manifest her, and second, keep this relationship solid for almost 5 years now, right? And as we all go through challenges and ups and downs, relationships are where our buttons get pressed the easiest and the loudest and the most often, right? We are the perfect vibrational match with the other person that's going to push the things we never knew we had, right? And it's really the determining factor for a lot of us if we can actually deal with those triggers, or it throws us off and we go crazy and then we leave the relationship because we can't handle it because of emotional irrationality, right? And so there's a lot of great relationship information out there. Like John Gray has great information. Ellen Kreidman has great information. David Data has great information on relationships. And that's definitely encouraged. However, this is an area I don't really see talked about, which I know is a crucial element, right? Lotus, thank you for joining me here, as it's appropriate, I think.
Love. The great sages write about it. It has been in all of our songs since we were little. What topic do human beings contemplate more than love? And how challenging is it to keep it, to find it, and to stay in a place of love towards ourselves, and even more challenging, the person we are in love with? Wow. Whether you're in a relationship, as Michael and I are, or you are single, whether you are reaching up with your heart wide open, calling in the nectar of love, or you are happily receiving all the love you need and you're happy if someone wanders in, but you don't really care that much, right? Wherever you're at on the spectrum of love, I think we could all agree that there's something we could improve, either towards ourselves to have more love, how we love ourselves, or how we love others. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a topic more powerful than love, is there? I mean, it's literally the root of all that we are. And
Yep.
so grateful that we're here. And as I admit Valentina in as the day before Valentine's Day. Thank you all for coming. I don't think there is one day of the year more triggering than Valentine's Day because the heart is where we feel the most, isn't it? The heart, love. So let's see what kind of magic we can do tonight to open the gates of love, the gates of our hearts, so that more love can flow in, can flood in. And guess what comes with that? Oh, Ashley says I immediately want to gag and say, hell no. When I got, yeah, I told Michael that. I said, our posts are going to trigger the bleep out of so many people right now. And so one of the things we want to explode tonight is this myth of perfection and this myth of needing to be anywhere other than where you're at. Because in our journey together, and I think Michael would agree, the only place where any true healing can happen is exactly where we're at. Nowhere else. Right here, right now, whatever place we're in, whether we're saying hell no to love or we're saying heck yes to love or we want love or we don't want love, you are perfect. We're glad you're here because that's the only place change happens is when we are exactly where we're at. No ifs, ands, or buts. No trying to fake it. No trying to pretend. We're just planted, feet on the ground, here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us. So first off the bat, we're doing this the day before Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, right? And so, is anybody here a little maybe triggered or not feeling so great about tomorrow being Valentine's Day? And maybe you won't raise your hand. Maybe you're not really sure. Maybe tomorrow you'll actually find out and be triggered, right? So some of you are raising your hands and you're actually confronting it. That's fantastic.
I'm going to raise my hand.
Okay.
I am. Holy crap.
Great. So this is the first step to clearing, right? Actually confronting and really seeing where you're at with things, right? And so when tomorrow comes, it won't be so overwhelming, right? It won't be so triggering, right? So hopefully we can give you that gift to you guys. Tomorrow will be a better day, right, than maybe otherwise. And, of course, maybe perhaps manifest better love in your life with someone new, yourself, or with someone existing, right? And because this is our first event in this area, I usually have a bunch of different testimonials and things, but I don't really have too many because this is the first type of event. However, there are a few different stories we have. We had one of our participants, Sharina, her marriage ended up becoming better after working with us. I had a friend, Kevin, who always had all this drama with his baby mama. Every time he'd drop off his kids, they'd always be fighting and all these things. He worked with me once on it. And then when he went to drop off his son, his girlfriend was like, "What happened to you?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You're different. You didn't react or respond to her at all." And he was just like, "Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even realize it. It was like nothing to him," right? And imagine if you can get to a place like that where someone was really triggering and now you can move forward, right? There's been so many times when Lotus and I got into different things, right? And we can just go off, clear, right? Whether individually or help each other out. And we come back together that day, that night, 15 minutes later, an hour later, however long it took, 5 minutes later, and be back together and actually be tighter and have more compassion and more understanding for each other. If we only knew what someone else went through and why they are the way they are, we would have complete and total understanding and compassion. But because so many of our blocks come from things in past lives and in the DNA and maybe energetic influences and all these things, it's hard to see and it's hard to understand. Why won't you, right? fill in the blank. If you only could understand, and it's been a godsend for us to do the techniques we have for Lotus and I to work through all our stuff, right? Both of us. And so I don't think anyone's really left out of this, because I think we all get those buttons pressed, right? But the determining factor is, are we doing something about it? And do we have something that's going to help us get through it? Right? Yeah. So one of the first areas we can look at with love, I want us to just kind of consider some beginnings of where some of the love blocks are, is you can start looking at your parents and your family, right? And so I'm not sure how many of you have a notebook handy or writing things down, but you may want to write down, when you think about your relationship with your mom, relationship with your dad, the relationship they had together. My parents divorced when I was 12, so I didn't have the perfect scenario. And I'm sure that, a lot of you probably have something very similar, right? Right? How is your relationship, if you're a woman, how is your relationship with your dad? If you're a man, how is your relationship with your mom, right? There's usually a lot of clues there as far as things you can, if you were to clear things that you can start to move forward with, right? So maybe kind of check in there. Is there charge there? Did the relationship go well? Did I get over all that stuff? Do I feel completely resolved? Those are some clues that we look at. Other things are, what are some of your past relationships and maybe some of those names? And if you look at some of those names, yeah. If you look at some of those names, is there still energy there, right? How are we supposed to move on to a new great relationship if we still have baggage and energy? Maybe some of us do, but what is maybe some of that lingering energy still there that you could clear, right? And how much better would our relationships become if we actually moved forward and got over those past relationships? And what if a lot of the triggers that were created from those past relationships, if you ever think about when we were teenagers, right? Or maybe you can think of a teenager and they don't have all the blocks and stoppages that someone in their 30s, 40s, and 50s have, because they don't have a whole life of baggage and hurt and traumas that they're still carrying from relationship to relationship, accumulating over time. Here's the big danger if you're not doing clearing work, right? There's a lot of modalities, and you can clear in a lot of different ways. And if you're not actively clearing, guess what? The blockages get bigger. The engram adds more mass to it. More layers get added onto the onion. And then what continues to manifest, but the same person, and then worse situations going forward. So, yeah, I'm kind of getting you guys keyed in a little bit to start to think about what some of that mass is. And when you focus on that mass and allow it to expand and start to confront it, how much will you now begin to start to release as we start using some of our methods, right? I'm highly trained in TFT. I've mastered that technique, if you guys know about it. We use a lot of other methods as well. Lotus has an amazing method of tuning into the oneness field and clearing. And so we're going to help you guys with some of this here. First off the bat, when I talk about some of these subjects, relationships with your parents, past relationships you've never gotten over, does anybody have anything that comes to mind when you think about that? Because if I call someone up, it usually helps everyone else get dialed in even further, right? Yeah. Veronica, I think I saw your hand go. I'm not sure. Okay, Alicia, go ahead. Alicia Law, welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
It was interesting because when we first were talking, I was feeling pretty good about Valentine's Day. But then we talked about parents, and I was like, oh, I definitely feel that. And it's my parents, they love each other, and they sometimes fight like cats and dogs. And they're
Yeah.
just kind of ongoingly, they have different viewpoints on things. So, and they still love each other, but yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting with our parents because we grew up and we observed them. And do we ever notice ourselves acting like our parents sometimes, especially during heightened emotional times, right? So there is some responsiveness in the mind that we can tap into and clear, which is important. Yeah. Thank you, Alicia. Veronique, go ahead.
I'm unmute myself. It's like
Yeah.
3 a.m. here in the morning
Okay.
on the other
Great
side
morning.
of the world. So Valentine's Day has started.
Great.
So it's already Valentine's Day. That's
Yeah.
the first thing.
Okay, good.
Um, I had like a really narcissistic, abusive relationship with the father of my child. And recently my child is a puber now, and he was like doing the same. And then I thought, oh my God. So when you started with Valentine's Day, and Lotus raised her hand. I thought, oh yeah, Valentine's Day was always the worst of my relationships, always the worst.
Yeah.
Um, and now I thought, it's 3 a.m. It's already Valentine's Day.
Yeah. It's here.
And my soon-to-be husband is in India, so probably he has forgotten about it. Um, which leaves me that I really want to thank you for doing this,
Yeah.
Michael and Lotus.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And here an invitation. Would you guys be on my wedding, please? January, Miami, a big boat, and
Wow.
you probably have tickets too.
Well, thank you for the
Because
invitation. Wow.
without your tapping, without your clearance, can be here.
Really? Wow.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank
He
you so
has
much
to
for sharing.
pop the question in real time.
Ah,
He did it spiritually, and I found my wedding dress in the trash and my invitations actually too in English, and I'm in the Netherlands, so that's really strange. But you guys stepping, if I don't know it anymore, I just think of Michael and I say, okay, rubbing the first spot, and then go on,
Yeah.
and it gets me through
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
every time. So I'm
Amazing.
really looking forward to this one. And sorry for abusing your time,
Awesome.
but
Thank
this
you.
is with all the love of Valentine's Day.
Awesome.
I hear Lotus laughing.
Thank you for sharing,
So,
Veronique. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
be very welcome. The boat of Jen, be married there. And you have a party. This one didn't you see coming.
All right. Thank you. Lily Rosa, go ahead.
Hello. Thank you so much. I have to say that I have some very mixed feelings. What comes up for me with my parents is pure love. We actually had great Valentine's Day celebrations with my parents.
Great.
They would give us cards and little silliness, and those are times that I really wish that I could relive because they're both gone. But when it comes to romantic love, um, I am so aware today of how very unaware I was about what love is, what it means to be yourself, your own person, um, as the person that I am now, and I'm just where I am today. Like I have so much more to learn, but just from this place, like wow, I had no idea what love is, you know, and I can say that wholeheartedly. I didn't learn it till well into my adulthood. So that's a very different love. And then family love, that's a whole nother realm of existing amongst your siblings, your children and parents, and family members. That's just an ongoing experience that I want to say allows you opportunities to learn and grow. But back to the romance, yeah, the word that comes up for me immediately is unaware.
Okay. Unaware. Yeah. You're just muted. Did you say something? Go ahead.
I said clueless.
Yeah. Clueless. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank
And
you for
thank you
sharing. Yeah.
both.
Yeah. Yep. So what we're doing right now is I'm kind of getting you guys just to think, like, right on the start of the topic, what are some of the feelings you have? Right? Clueless, not having love, right? Wanting love, wanting the relationship, thinking about it's going to be Valentine's Day tomorrow, right? What comes up? Does anything come up for you? And I'm doing clearings the whole time we're all talking, by the way. So I did a clearing for everyone's heart chakra. Lily Rosa just cleared 10,000 levels above
Thank you
a
so
block
much.
to love there.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So, and then we'll get into some more active things too.
That was such a beautiful share.
Yeah.
I felt your heart so deeply. I just started just tearing up, right? It's just such a shared experience, right? The heart and to feel. It's so deep. It's so deep, right? And so really grateful you're all here so we can kind of metaphorically hold each other's hand and maybe shift how our hearts have been in the past and make more room for more love to come in. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah.
Very good. David, go ahead.
Thank you.
Welcome.
For me, around this time, it's usually I feel really heavy because I was raised in a foster care system, so I never really felt loved by
Right.
others.
Yeah.
And even when I tried to get romantically involved with other men, uh, it it just never stuck. So it just felt around this time, and then today was my birthday, so it's like a
Holy cow.
double whammy for me too. Around Thanksgiving to around how Valentine's.
You said Thanksgiving too.
Time.
Okay. No,
I know,
I'm not the only one.
I'm just jumping. I'm a little nervous,
Happy birthday,
Happy
David.
birthday, David.
thank you.
Yay!
All right.
We get to throw a party for you too.
But around this time, it just brings up heavy feelings for me.
I can feel it. Yeah. All right. Well, since it's your birthday and you just mentioned it, let's go forward with what you have right now.
Okay.
And you have the biggest mass I've felt so far. Talk about it a little bit more. What else about it? So you have heaviness. You haven't been able to get a relationship to work. You're raised in a foster care system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tune into this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone else tune into their heaviness of loss of love or no love or love not working out or love not working out the way you wanted it to or want it to. Okay? God, please clear my 33rd dimension with this. Good. Good. Okay. Next. Tune into your heart chakra. Rub the sore spot Even though this makes my heart chakra spin backwards, I love and accept myself.
Even though this makes my heart spin backwards, it's okay. I love and accept myself.
Very good. Okay. How do you feel now? Or what do you notice?
I'm starting to feel a little bit lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. 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 You guys are going to like this one, or a lot of you will. Okay. Tap the inside eyebrow. Keep tapping. Eyes closed, and repeat after me with conviction. By the power of God, it is commanded that any entities, aliens, or demons that are affecting my ability to love, that are affecting my ability to be love, that are affecting my ability to have love, are all bound and defeated. To return to the source, to be revealed in the truth, and absolved in the light. Once and for all. So be it. Let it be done. And it is so. By the power of God, it is commanded that all entities, demons and aliens, all earthbound spirits, all energetic influences that are affecting my ability to love, to be loved, and have love, are all bound and defeated. To return to the source, be revealed in the truth, and absolved in the light. Once and for all. So be it. Let it be done. And it is so. Thank you. Okay, you guys can stop tapping. Just keep your eyes closed and take a few nice deep breaths with a pause at the top and notice this sensation of peace. Okay. Love. Tap your collarbone. Love. Head squeeze on exhale once. You're just squeezing lightly on your head as you exhale, thinking about love, this love. What's come up? What do you feel? What you notice? Okay, good. Deep breath in and out. Okay, good. How are you doing now, David?
I'm starting to feel more warm.
Yeah.
And that heaviness is just dissipating.
That's great. Yeah, I feel a very deep warmth in the heart space, and like even going down further. Interesting. Well, very good. Thank you so much for bringing this up.
Thank you.
This is so huge, David. Can any of you relate to childhood, being little, and our first experiences of love really coming from mom or dad? Or my father also was raised in a foster care system, as was my mom. And they both struggled their whole lives to feel loved, right? And that was part of what I came in with to clear. And so our childhood, our first experiences with mom, with dad, are what shape the entire landscape of whether or not we feel loved or if we can even manifest love, and how tender and sweet and vulnerable is a child? And how much love should a child receive? The whole world, right? So in this moment, David, since it's your birthday, I'd like to just invite everyone to just send David just this big group hug of love, just letting David know, like, you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. We love you. You deserve love. You are worthy of love. You are a gift from God, a gift from the universe. And may any and all blocks, old beliefs or ideas or thoughts or any energies that could in any way be blocked that, be bound and defeated, and must leave you now to return to the source, to be revealed in the truth and absolved in the light now. So that love may come in for all of us, right? So that we may feel the love and anything in the way of that coming in for all of us as these beautiful, divine, beloved children of Source. We ask for a total and complete change history, and everything is needed to clear the stories, levels 1, 2, and 3, and just take a deep breath in and out and just see all those old restrictions flying off of you, shrouding off of you, leaving you, going to the light. There it is. And see and feel and sense how more love can come in now. Oh, we all deserve this. We're all worthy of this. And it is so deep. And it is so profound. And you all are so worthy of this love. And anything in the way of you knowing that through your very bones, we just ask for a complete change history. And everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. And may your inner child be held and loved more and more as we go through this call. And David, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep clearing and keep sending you this love. Thank you for letting us give this love. It's a gift.
Yeah. Happy birthday, David. And I want to follow what was just brought up here. Worthy of love. Okay. And as I'm testing into the group here, this would be a really great thing to work on. Worthy of love. Does anybody want to clear being worthy of love? Okay, some of you. Okay, so some of you will get it. Okay. Okay, great. All right, so worthy of love. Okay, let's begin with the sore spot. And we're going to just kind of acknowledge what might be there. Acknowledge the current state. Acknowledge the deepness of maybe a lack of worthiness of love. Even though I may not feel worthy of love, I still love and accept myself. Even though I haven't felt worthy of love in the past, it's okay. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself with where I'm at with love and relationships and etc. right now. Okay? Worthy of love. Please focus on the chakra just above your head. We call this the halo chakra. Focus right there. Worthy of love. A lot of you have a backward spin with that. And notice how worthy of love and not being worthy of love, etc., is really like a mental program. You know, we all deserve love, right? We all are love. But it's this mental stuff that gets in the way. And so notice this above the head. Worthy of love. It's as if you can kind of put the phrase in that space, or you're thinking of it in that area. And do head squeeze on exhale 9 times so we can blow that energy and those programs out that prevent us from feeling worthy of love. So worthy of love. Okay, good. Good. Deep breath in and out. Awesome, David. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, Maddie, What would you like to share? So what's brought up when we think about love, Valentine's Day? What are some of the things?
Relating back to the storyline of parents, there's
Yeah.
something in there around emotional, lack of emotional availability and narcissism, as well as dating narcissists
Mm-hmm.
who are emotionally unavailable.
Okay. So the pattern of what's happened with our parents then remanifesting in our lives. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I invite everyone to focus on that. Focus on how your parents were, what you noticed with your parents. And maybe some of you have separated parents, so you saw some here and some there. And then, what are some of those patterns that are playing out in your life still? Those are really what we're looking for, right? Can any of you find some of those and think of some of those, right? Maybe you are reacting the way your dad did or your mom did, or you're seeing some patterns that might be similar. Or maybe you're doing just the complete opposite. I saw my parents were, now I'm going to go the complete opposite, right? Does anybody get anything? I don't want to move forward if I have no hands up, if there's just confusion. So I got a couple of you, okay? And if you don't have any patterns that are repeating, then think about things that still, when you think about them, if you don't have that, then plan B. If you think about patterns that when you think about them, you still have a charge with it and it still makes you sad, or it's still happening today, maybe you want to focus on that. Okay? Okay, God, please give me a spirit replacement for this. You're going to say that. Just ask God for a spirit replacement. God, please give me a spirit replacement for this. So we can renew the spirit of love, so to speak. Tap your collarbone. Back of the hand. Chin. Head squeeze, exhale once. Sore spot. Focus on the chakra just above your head. Even though I witnessed this with my parents, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And I allow this to be released. I feel a really deep release with that. Wow. Okay, very good. Okay, deep breath in and out. Anybody feel a shift with that one? I'm not sure whose shift I felt, but I felt some tears immediately at that last one. And again, the chakra up the head. Okay, very good. Dorota said me for sure. Yeah. Maddie, do you still have your hand up, or is it you asked it already?
Just one more thing to add to that,
Sure.
kind of to piggyback on David's commentary, is being birthed into a family unit with parents that claimed they really wanted me, the baby, but never really felt that. genuinely.
Not being wanted.
Yes.
I'm really glad you brought this up because this is so. A lot of people have this, and it's super deep.
This is huge. You guys, this comes up so many sessions, so many people not feeling wanted, not feeling like we were desired as the little precious baby that we are, right? And how freaking intense is that? That will affect everything that we go forward to. This has been one of my biggest things too, Maddie, and it hurts. It is like a core wound.
Yeah.
So thank you for bringing that up. Shall we address this?
Yeah, I'm just going to give a little disclaimer because we're here in a group. We're giving you releases. We're giving you a head start. But for a lot of you, this just might be the beginning. So that's why you want to be clearing on a regular basis, right? That's why Maddie's with us and she's gone through the practitioner program. Why Stefan has. Why David just started, and many more of you. You know, you guys have a method that you can go to, right? Like Veronique was saying, she goes straight to the sore spot like she learned in some of our classes and it helps her get through it, right? Lily Rosa, she's nodding her head, right? She practices as well. And so you really want to have a method of clearing that you have in your back pocket. And if you don't have it, you may want to join our level 1 training. It's very cheap compared to a $1,000 class that you get access to. So you can at least have something, right? So you can use on a regular basis. So we're going to start things. And this is a deep one for a lot of you, right? And this goes back into, you know, being born and being an infant or be even prenatally.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get that started. Lotus, did you want to share something?
You guys, this has been one of my deepest wounds right here that Maddie's bringing up. And, you know, we look at love and relationships and we just think romance and candles and, you know, going on dates with people. But then we get down to the core root stuff inside of us. And I'm telling you, it goes all the way back to the prenatal babyhood of our beingness. And if we didn't get the most perfect bringing into this world, good Lord, you guys, thank God we have these tools because we can transform them. I have been doing this work. One of the big things I've been transforming was having been dropped by my brother as a baby in the shower. That's brutal. That's super brutal, right? But I am getting through this and I'm transforming it at the deepest levels. And I'm here with you. And I can tell you it's possible because I've seen it and I'm seeing it every day. And so I'm really, really glad you're here. This is why we care so much, right? We care so much because we've been walking in some of y'all's shoes or our own similar paths. Okay. So we're here for you. And we have a tool that really works.
Yeah.
So
think about the person who has a program of, I don't feel wanted, right? Or I'm not wanted. My parents didn't want me. My siblings didn't want me, but didn't like me, right? Imagine a person who has that vibration 24/7 in the back of their mind all the time. And then the person that thinks and feels, I am wanted. And the difference of relationships they're going to have. And the difference of triggers that are going to be fired off in a relationship when something happens and something goes wrong, and one person's going to, possibly lose it, and the other person is just it doesn't affect them, right? So this is a really big, major one, really core one. And then I'm going to do this. We're going to do this release, and then I also want to do the release of I am wanted, I am loved. So this is going to be important to get that opposite as well. Okay. Does this sound like a good idea? Do you guys want to do this one? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. So see if you have any part of you that doesn't feel wanted, doesn't feel loved, doesn't feel liked. Okay? Okay, we're going to clear not feeling safe. Not feeling safe. Because down at the core, if you don't feel wanted and you don't feel loved, basically, it basically means death. Because back in the day, if you weren't wanted in your family or your village, you'd die out in the wilderness, right? So consider this goes into death, right? And a lot of us have engrams, and a lot of them go into the vibration of death. And so this program is in the vibration or connected to the vibration of death, which is one of the reasons why it's so freaking strong. Okay? So just consider that awareness. Not being wanted. Okay? And start with the sore spot. Even though I feel what? I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And I want you to go down whatever other layers you feel with this. Okay? Not being wanted, not being loved. What other parts of you, when you get rejected in relationships, when someone doesn't answer your texts, when someone breaks up with you, you don't feel loved, you don't feel wanted? Even though I feel what? And as you're allowing yourself to feel this, you're allowing yourself to confront it. You're allowing yourself to welcome this feeling so you can get the dragon out of the cave, so to speak, so we can clear the whole thing, so you can grab it up by the root by allowing yourself to feel it more, even though I feel what else? And I allow myself to feel it fully. Whatever you can feel, you can heal. And the more you can feel, the more you can heal. As you bring this vibration up into the light of your awareness. Okay? Head squeeze, exhale one time. Release that toxic energy. Okay? Not being wanted. Sore spot again. It's okay to not feel wanted. And I'm saying that so we can allow you to feel it more and bring it out more. Because the more you can feel it, the more you can get into it, the more you're going to clear here. The better result you're going to get. Even if I never get over this, I still love and accept myself. Even if I'm never loved the way I want to be loved, I still love and accept myself. Such a deep yearning. Allow that to be there. You guys are doing great. I can feel it. It's okay to let this transmute, clear, or release. It's okay to let this go. Head squeeze, exhale 3 times. God, please clear my 27th dimension with not being wanted, not being loved. Not wanted, denied, rejected. Head squeeze, exhale once. God, please fill my 27th dimension with light. And if you're not sure what that means or how to visualize that, that's okay. God knows. We know. We're doing it for you and with you. I mean, we could do it without saying anything, but I'd rather you guys kind of know what we're doing so you can have more awareness on it. Okay, good. Okay, still feel a lot of heart activation going on. Okay, not being wanted, not feeling wanted, rejected, denied, unloved. Allow yourself to confront it more. It's okay to feel this feeling. If you have ever experienced this or still experience it today to some degree, there's so much depth to it. Sore spot again? It's okay to feel this. The more I can feel and allow this to be, the more I can release and transmute this energy. It's okay to feel and be here with it now. Okay. All right. Head squeeze exhale once. Focus on your heart chakra. Tap on your collarbone and focus on your middle dantian, which is the center of your chest, the heart energy. Notice it, feel it. Tap on your collarbone point. Okay, good. God, please give me a spirit replacement with this. And let God take your damaged spirit of not being loved and have it be replaced with being loved, being wanted. Sore spot? It's okay to be wanted. It's okay to be loved. It's okay to be loved. Even if I never feel loved, I still love and accept myself. And if you're still battling with this, that's okay. You just really want to allow yourself to feel it.
Michael, can I throw my oneness clearing here?
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
You guys ready to tackle this not feeling wanted more? This is a big one. So we're going to bring in some big guns here. So notice where in your body you still don't feel wanted. Anyone still feel that sense of not feeling wanted? Okay, where? Pinpoint exactly where in your body that is. Okay? Is there a color? Notice the color. I want you to stay tuned to that spot of your body while we do this process. Don't put your attention anywhere else, just on that area of your body. And then you're going to take your hands and rub them together. Okay? And we're going to use the power of the group. Michael's going to be doing clearings too. So focus on where you feel not wanted, passed over, lied to. Maybe there's anger there. Maybe there's rage. Maybe there's upset. Notice where in your body you feel not wanted. Rub your hands together. Use this like a magnet to pull up and out any vibration or frequency of not wanted. Not wanted. Where is it in your body? I don't feel wanted. Ugh, right? It feels like that. Ugh, heavy in the back of your shoulders and your heart. It's like this heavy, dense, not wanted. It's down deep, guttural. Not wanted, right? Because not wanted could mean death. It could mean being cast aside. It could be like being left out to die. Not wanted. Where in our deep primordial beingness do we not feel wanted from some past life, from somewhere in our DNA? Where did we get passed down this feeling from our ancestors? So feel it in your body. Breathe in and out. Rub your hands together. Not wanted. Good. And then you're going to call on God. You're going to call on the light to do some super duper big clearing. You're going to expand your energy 5 feet to the left, 5 feet to the right, 5 feet up, 5 feet down. And we're going to call upon the pure, unconditional love of the creator of all that is. We're going to call on your higher self. We're going to call on all God realized beings and ascended masters who want to assist us, our angels, our helper angels, the love and light of all that is, the oneness field. Good. And by the power of God, focus. Where do you feel not wanted? By the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that anywhere and everywhere in your DNA, in your body, in your cells, tissues, bones, muscles, joints, energy field, etheric body, past life fields, your dimensional body, that this feeling still lingers by the power of God and source, it is commanded. Command it now to be pulled and released and cleared out of the belly, out of the heart, out of the back of your head, out of your eyes and your ears and your nose and your brain by the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is. It is commanded that anywhere and everywhere this vibration of not wanted has lingered in your energy field must now be pulled and cleared on the core, genetic, and soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level, which is the back of the neck, which is all the way through every history you've ever had, and replaced on all levels with the creator's truth and definition of pure, unconditional love and light, and the feeling that I am wanted. By the power of God, it is commanded that the vibration of I am wanted be now applied through the core, genetic, and soul levels to replace through your DNA the frequency of yes, I am wanted. I am a beloved child of God, and I am here, and I am wanted, and I am desired. Thank you, God. And we ask God to give you as many spirit replacements as you need with feeling wanted. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel the heat. Yep, feel the heat. Shake it out. Getting hot in here. Holy cow. Woo! Calling in, feeling wanted. Thank you, God. Bring it on in through your DNA, through your field, through every dimensional schism of beingness. I am wanted. Hear it roar through the field. I am wanted. I am here. I am received by all that is. Thank you. I am loved. Thank you. And anything still in the way of that, we just ask for a complete change history. And everything as needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. And good. Take a deep breath in it out and shake it out. Woo. And raise your hand if you feel hot like a fire right now. Woo! Way to go. Bravo. Yes. We are doing this tonight.
Very good. Fantastic. How you guys doing? Hot, hot, hot. Felt waves of hot and intense shivers. Love you, Lotus. Awesome. Thank you. Very good. Okay. Yeah, that was really great. I picked up the next program. I deserve to be here. Maybe it's not directly associated with love, but there's like this,
I felt that, Michael.
You felt that too?
Yeah, as I was saying, I deserve to be here.
Right.
I felt it in the field. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so think about this. So think about the person that says, okay, I deserve to be here. I have a purpose. I have a right, etc. And how they would walk around and be in the world. And then the other person that maybe has this program of, I don't deserve to be here. I shouldn't be here. And how timid they may be and how easily sensitive they would be in relationships. can you guys kind of see how that may be related? I deserve to be here. I deserve to be living. I deserve to be loved. They're tied together. Okay? I deserve to be here. Consider that idea. I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. And some of you are fine with this, but I want to get some of you that don't have this strong. Okay? So sore spot, even though I may feel like I don't deserve to be here, I still love and accept myself. Even though I may feel like I don't deserve to be loved, I love and accept myself. Head squeeze, exhale one time. Get that toxic energy out. Good. Again, the chakra just above your head. I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. Sit in that phrase and feel all the words as they come together like a progression of chords in a song. I deserve to be here. In the chakra above your head. Head squeeze, exhale once. I deserve to be here. Tap the inside eyebrow with the chakra above your head. I deserve to be here. Back of the hand. Same focus. I deserve to be here. Good. I felt energy go down my spine with that one. It was like all the stuff that was stuck just came down. I deserve to be here. I am connected with God. I have a purpose, right? All that. Okay, good. Fantastic. Bam. Whew. You know, I never have wiped my eyes with a tissue on camera on these workshops before, except for like a few moments ago. If that says anything, I don't know. You guys are doing great. It's the love, Alicia Law says. Yeah, for real. Okay. Peter, you got your hand up. You've been very patient. What would you like to share? Good to see you again.
Hey, Michael.
Hi.
Yeah, good to see you too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I went through your 30 days program that we could print it out. I just started
Nice.
tapping,
Okay, great. Yeah.
and a lot of things came out. It's coming with a trust. And I realized that it's coming not from this life because I've never been cheated on and never been in business and different things, but it's come from back life. And I remember it. And as I just start just tapping on it, it gets worse and worse and worse. I just, okay.
That's it. So it gets worse and worse and worse. Are you asking, okay, it's getting worse. What do I do? Is this working? Do you suggest something? Is that your question?
No, is that's the because of the trust and relationship, friendship, and everything.
Trust. Yeah. That's a great area. Yeah. Trust in relationships. Okay. You know, there's deeper perspectives with this, right? So if there was a deeper perspective with trusting others, what do you think with that? Anything come up?
So for myself, because it's come from way back in the past lives, I've been cheated on a couple of times during my past lives, not once, but a couple of times. And it is really hard for me to just even focus not on the relationship side, on the friendship and on the business and everything. It's
Yeah.
just it's this guy, this girl's telling the truth, especially in relationship because it's kind of like emotional.
Yeah. All right. You just open up a can here. Great. Okay. So being cheated on, being lied to, being betrayed. Yeah. Dorota said betrayed. Nika said betrayed. Yeah. I don't think anybody's living if it never happened to you before, right? So I'm sure we've all gone through something like this. Okay, can you recall a time that you were cheated on or betrayed? Okay. And is there a charge with it? Is there an emotional charge when you think about that still? Someone cheated on you. Someone betrayed you. Someone lied to you. Someone went behind your back. Right? And if you don't have charge with that, can you recall another time someone cheated on you? Someone betrayed you? Someone lied to you?
Kind of being betrayed and not feeling worthy enough come from the self-love.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so everyone tune into that on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is it right now? Can you just put that in the chat?
Could you also add not being chosen too?
Not being chosen. I would put that for a different one. But that's definitely relevant for our call. Being betrayed, right? I think that's a different, intensity. Not chosen, if you want to focus on that, you can at the same time. But cheated on, betrayed, lied to, right?
I just keep getting this image
Okay,
of
9,
like
9, 9, 8.
stabbed in the back, like
Right.
just coming up from behind and just like not expecting it, and your heart being so open and vulnerable, and it's just like,
Yeah. Good. Okay, so tune into this. Allow yourself to feel the feelings. Welcome it. Do the sore spot. Even though I feel what? I love and accept myself. Even though I feel what else when I think about this person betraying, lying, cheating on me? I feel what? Acknowledge the physical feelings, the emotional feelings. If it's still there, it can be cleared. There's charge to release. And the more you feel, the more you get it out, the more you won't attract it. Right? Good. I allow myself to feel it even more. Go deeper into it. Good. I allow this to be here even if I never clear it. In other words, even if I never get over this, I still love and accept myself. Head squeeze exhale once. Think about, even if I never get over this, I still love myself. Okay. Your trust was broken, stabbed in the back. Someone cheated on you. Confront it. Feel it more. Allow it to be there. Even if they never get sore spot again. Even if I never have justice with this, I still love and accept myself. Even if nothing ever happens to them, it's still okay. I'll get through this. I allow myself to finally let this go, so I can live a healthier, happy life. Head squeeze, exhale once. Notice how much you still feel about being cheated, lied to, betrayed. Head squeeze, inhale 8 times with this remaining feeling. Being betrayed, lied to, betrayed, cheated on. Okay. Focus on your crown chakra, sore spot. Even though this may make my crown chakra spin backwards, I love and accept myself. Focus on the center of your head, the upper dantian, the brain field. Head squeeze on inhale 1 time, with this being cheated on, betrayed, lied to, etc. Okay, good. Deep breath in and out. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you focus on it now, how intense is it when you think about being betrayed, lied to, etc.?
Michael, I'm tuning into the group and I keep getting this feeling in the gut. Like this feeling of like being like punched in the gut, like this like shock feeling, like not only just the betrayal, but then just like this sense of shock and like surprise and being like thrown off.
Yep.
Even just your own self, right? It's like that big of a feeling.
Okay, let's go with that. As soon as you mentioned it, I feel that too. Like a pit in the stomach. Okay. Head squeeze, exhale once with what you still feel. A lot of you put your numbers. 2, 3, 5, 0, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5. So we got like low mid range. Good. Notice how you still feel it. Head squeeze, exhale again. Notice how you still feel it. Lotus, would you like to finish this off?
Oh my God, I'm so glad my microphone wasn't off for that burp. Okay, yes. All right, you guys. So think about the betrayal. Think about the betrayal if you still feel it. If you're one of the people who's still really feeling it. If you're at a 0, congratulations. And if you're still feeling it, where are you feeling it? Where in your body is it sitting? And go directly there. Bring all your attention, bring all of your focus into that area of your body. Where is it? Okay, is there color? Get as tuned into it as possible. Okay, and then you're going to use the magic of your hands to be like a magnet. Okay, it's like a magnet. It's like lifting and pulling and drawing. As you bring awareness to the feeling of betrayal, bring your awareness into your hands. Yeah, so it's a magnet. It's pulling and drawing it up and out of your body. So betrayal, being betrayed, the shock, the surprise, the pain, right? The tears. And if you're crying, go straight to the tender spot and just rub your tender spot. Okay. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Good. Feel the betrayal. Feel it as much as you can. Bring it up. Bring it into awareness. Ow. Right? Get into that guttural sense of how it felt, like the shock, the surprise, your stomach dropping out. Focusing on it. Rub your hands together. Good. Now your awareness is fully in this sense of betrayal. Now we're going to call upon the light. We're going to call upon our higher self. We're going to call upon the light of all that is, all of our guides and our angels, the ascended master, the violet flame. And by the power of God, and by the power of source and by the power of what fills you with light, your pure beingness, it is commanded. Expand your energy 5 feet to the left. Expand your energy 5 feet to the right, 5 feet up and 5 feet down. Feel the heat of your hands. Feel the power of who you are. Feel that betrayal where it's in your body. And by the power of God, and by the power of source, and by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that this depth of betrayal that's been holding on, holding out from your past lives, so many past lives of this, through all of your DNA, so many ancestors, through the collective field that we all share, that feeling of betrayal we've been connected into, by the power of God and by the power of source and by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded now that this dense, sludgy, old, trapped energy of betrayal, could you let it go? Would you let it go? When? And by the power of God and by the power of source and by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that density in your DNA, in your past life field, through all levels and layers of your body and being, be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear out of your gut, out of your belly, out of your abdomen, out of your ribs, out of the back of your heart, out of your shoulders, out of your joints, your muscles, your bone, your heart, your head, your ears, your nose. By the power of God and by the power of source, it is commanded that depth of betrayal that has haunted you be allowed to lift and release and finally come totally out of your body, out of the core, out of the genetic, out of the soul level, and be pulled and resolved on the historical level. Shake it out. Shake it out. Anything and everything in the way of you fully and completely shaking out that etch-a-sketch of that dense, old, dark, dank energy of betrayal. We command a complete and total change history, and everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. And by the power of God, and by the power of source, and by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that all of that betrayal energy release and clear fully and completely out of your field, out of every level and layer of your body and being, through all directions of time and space. And it is done, and it is done, and it is done. Show us now. Woo! Hallelujah, to be replaced on all levels with the Creator's truth and definition of pure, unconditional love and light. God, gift these beautiful children of the Lord with the pure, unconditional love of the Creator of all that is. God, send down spirit replacements for all of y'all. Send down as many spirit replacements as all y'all need to heal those hearts, to heal those bodies, to heal those minds and those timelines and those time tracks and all those historical energies of what you've gone through. Send in the spirit replacements. Holy God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, God. Let them come in. Take a deep breath in and out. Stretch your arms. Shake it out. Whoo! Let the light come in. Yeah. And anything and everything in the way of that. We just ask for a complete change history. Holy God. And everything as needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Praise God. Thank you, God. Whew. You guys are amazing. Look at the amazing work you just put in to clear yourself. Yes. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, God. That's all source energy. We're just conduits of that divine love. Thank you, God. Whew.
Amazing. So now when you think about that betrayal, that mistrust, that being lied to, etc., on a scale of 1 to 10, is there a charge there now? Please put in the chat if we can see it. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Wow. We're going binary now. That's great. We got a 3. Okay, a little bit more there. Okay, great. Paul, are you asking us to think about a specific incident and think of a number? If you were thinking about a specific incident before, I would have you think about it again, right? So if you thought about someone betraying you or cheating on you, and then you thought about it again, Did it go up, down, or stay the same, as the question goes?
I'm still kind of confused about the whole idea of when you think about word or sentence or something, how strong do you feel it? Yeah. What are you asking us to do when you're doing that? Like if I'm actually angry right now and you ask me how angry am I feeling, that makes sense. But if you're asking me when you think about betrayal, how strong do you feel that? Are you asking me to try to think of a time I was betrayed? A specific incident? What exactly are you asking?
Yeah, every new incident may change. So you may have thought of one incident, when we started the exercise. Okay, I'm going to think about this time that I got cheated on by a lover or a business person. Even Peter brought up. If you started with that, you started clearing on it because that was the focus, and then okay, now in a new unit of time, think about it again. Does it now have charge? Did anything change? Did we get the block
you're asking,
out, so to speak?
Like initially we were supposed to think about a specific thing, and when you're asking a question or thinking, okay,
that's ideal. I guess I didn't specifically say bring up a specific incident, but tune into being cheated. Usually if you tune into it, usually there's a picture in your mind or a memory. If not, that's fine. How did you do with it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Well, in the future, bringing up specific incidents is the best way to go.
Nothing was really coming up.
Nothing come up. Okay, well, maybe this is not an issue for you. We're kind of going on a bunch of things. So you may not have a cheated, lied on kind of thing. So that's fine. Yeah.
What I do, Paul, when I hear that question, and I don't know if this is helpful or not. So let's say Michael says, tune into betrayal. I don't always think of something, to be honest. I tend to go for my feeling. Now, this depends. Are you someone who learns through auditory, visual, or kinesthetic? Because that's probably what you're going to go to. I go to feeling. I go to a feeling in my body of like, what does it feel like when he says betrayal? And then I just kind of, oh yeah, I feel a squirming or I feel an intensity. Maybe you don't feel anything.
Paul, when you think about betrayal, what's in your mind?
I mean, sort of the incident on the money clearing call.
When your connection got taken down?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I felt like a similar thing happened on the previous money clearing call.
Ah, so we're kicking you off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Well, we're triggering a betrayal. We're certainly not purposely trying to kick you off our call. We like having you, right? We pull you up and everything. But yeah, so notice how that triggers a feeling, right? Because it's probably not the first time, and it probably goes back on a time track of being kicked out or whatever it might have been, or denied or rejected. So that would have been a good incident. So, okay.
But that kind of came later.
That came later.
The end of the...
Yeah. Okay.
And there's still a charge there.
There's still a charge there. Yeah. Well, I guess there's another area to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for chiming in and asking your question and making sure you get clarity on that. That's important. If we start going through things, you want to know what's going on.
And thank you for sharing that, Paul. And we're definitely not intending, and we love you.
I think your device ran out of battery or something, right? Because then after you got kicked off, by the way, we all sent energy your way. We all did a clearing specifically for you. It's on the recording, so we're here for you.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah.
But I was also trying to connect it with my phone, connect back on with my phone,
right.
And then I don't think you.
I think the call ended at that point. I think we were done. I think we were like 3 or 4 hours in. Anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go about this, but I don't think it's the subject of this call.
We'll get back with you. We'll make sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Gian, go ahead.
Firstly, thank you so much, Lawrence and Michael, for doing this. I'm sure we all really appreciate it, so thank you. My question isn't, I guess, overly relevant to love. It's more just a general thing with clearing. I feel like very rarely do I feel something intensely, or like even in general, I don't feel like I feel things intensely when clearing. Is that a lack of awareness on my part, or something else?
Well, some people are just very feeling based, and some people just aren't. You know, some people have a big block with it, and so you have physical feelings more so, right?
Okay.
That's true, right?
What do you mean exactly by physical?
Physical things, physical sensations, pains. We call it somatics, right? And so if we're working on something, and maybe you don't, have a visual or certain memories, but you notice like your arm jerk, or you feel a pain in your stomach, or you feel tightness in your chest, you can move forward doing that.
Okay.
Do you ever get any of those sensations?
Yeah.
Right. So think about the worst relationship you ever went through.
Okay.
Right. If I were to guide you through, I would try to get as graphic and as detailed as possible into your relationship. I would try to get you to tell the story, all these things, and then, see what happens inside your body. See how you notice your breathing change, your pulse will change, right? Things will start to get tighter. And then you can start to go off of physical sensations.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thanks so much.
Right. And then someone else maybe they just think a lot. Like I think Paul is more of an auditory thinker type, right? And so there's no good or bad. It just is what it is. And so you just kind of roll with, okay, Michael's saying feeling something, so maybe I should think something instead, right? Or I should see what's in my mind.
Right. Okay. So it doesn't just have to be like really intense feeling. Okay, I got it. Thanks so much.
Some people are very intense with their feelings, and ideally you get to the place where all those perceptions are cleared. On our clearing path, we have specific exercises we run through to help release all the perceptions so they're all vivid, right? Because maybe when you dream, it's a little bit of a different experience, but when you're waking life, it's maybe a little harder. But those can be cleared, and the more you clear, the more those open up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Also, just a quick one. It's like 3:30 in the morning here. How long is this going to go?
Holy cow. We're going to go for another 5 hours, so hold on tight. We're going to be here till the early morning. No, I'm just kidding. We plan on going 2 hours, so just a little bit longer. I wanted to make sure that we actually focus and get focused on positive. So we brought up a lot of negative stuff, a lot of charge so far. So I want to make sure we go into, okay, what's the love that you do want? How do you want to feel being loved? And some of you may want to manifest love, or you already have a partner, and guess what? You can manifest in an even better situation and scenario with the other person. So we're going to go in that area next.
I think we still need to fill in with feeling wanted. I don't think we filled in the positive for that yet.
I thought you.
No, that was just replacing and clearing it out. Yeah.
Okay, we'll revisit that. Sure. Paul, did you put your hand back up for another question? Go ahead.
I did, but I
Sure.
think Carlo and were before me.
Zoom has this thing where sometimes the first person's on the left side, and
They were before me.
I don't know how it goes. So
They were before me.
I'll just talk with you now since you're already up there.
Sure. One thing for me is I have like a thing with being seen or heard. Like, I guess maybe I wasn't like seen or heard or understood as a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And also kind of like a wanting to, but also a fear of someone misunderstanding me, and kind of wanting someone to actually truly see who I am and not like something else. So it's kind of like wanting to be vulnerable, but also being afraid to be vulnerable. And kind of taking having it take a long time to feel comfortable with like opening up And this kind of goes with the whole, you say that, you talk about, oh, whether I feel or I don't feel, and like the whole, I'm a auditory person. That's not true. It's just that there's this kind of almost like disconnect between what I feel and between what I can kind of talk about until I actually feel comfortable. So it's kind of like almost a defense mechanism for. So basically, I guess on one hand, I want to be seen and heard. On the other hand, I'm afraid of being seen and heard because I might be actually seen and heard and understood because I might be misunderstood or for some other reason I'm afraid.
Sure.
So
Yep.
when you're asking some question like how much do you feel this on a scale from 1 to 10, maybe it's a defense mechanism because if I say like, oh, it's a 3 or if it's a 6, you're actually gonna get some notion that might not actually be what I'm actually truly feeling or who I truly am, something like that. So those was a lot of words, but
So do you ever use on a scale of 1 to 10 with yourself?
Rarely.
On those times that you do, is that hard to do with yourself, or how's that?
Well, I rarely do it. I do it when I do it, it's like sort of like, okay, I should do it because KT says to do it because you said to do it. Because usually, like something I said a bunch of calls back is that if I start rubbing my sore spot, it kind of already diminishes, and sometimes like the specific thing sort of just goes away, or there's a different layer, or there's like a different thing
Sure.
coming up. So
Yeah.
it just changes so fast that sometimes I haven't really, I guess, practiced giving numbers
Okay.
from 1
Okay.
to
Yeah.
much. That's answer.
Well, keep on working with us so you can get this. If it changes from one thing to one thing, it would be a different number. If if you start working on anger, you get that out of the way, and now you're just like, now I'm just a little frustrated. Maybe that's a slightly different emotion. So you'd start back on a scale. Okay, where do I start on this?
Sure, but
when
do you think since this is like love and relationship, the thing about wanting to be vulnerable but also being afraid to be vulnerable, or like wanting to be seen or understood?
Oh yeah, totally. So it's counteractive intentions, right?
Yeah.
That's a good area. Does anybody else have something where they have a hard time being seen and heard by the other person? This is a thing. Maybe not super popular, but it's definitely a thing, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, is there one specific instance you can recall where this happened?
Where I felt that someone did not understand me.
You weren't seen and heard, but you wanted to be seen and heard? This conflict thing. Did you have a specific instance of this?
I was getting like a blank.
Yeah, so you really want to get specific instances. Otherwise, it's kind of just like maybe it's like a what if scenario. But if you're bringing it up, obviously it probably happens, right? So, because if we want to hone in on it and we want to get the dragon out of the dungeon, the dragon out of the cave, we got to really get, okay, when was I, if we're working on fear of speaking, when were you speaking in front of the crowd, right?
I keep getting like a bunch of scenarios, but like nothing like very clear cut.
Yeah. You could also think of a future scenario. Okay, where's the scenario where I want to be seen and heard, and I'm able to express myself, and I'm seen and heard, and I feel good, right? You can also do that way too.
Like my mom is coming up, but I'm having a hard time focusing on a specific incident. It's like just a general.
Okay. Let us know if you're able to get a specific instance, because that's something we can really get this dialed in. And I did some clearings on you while you're sitting there, by the way. I also want to make sure we keep everyone's attention here. We see some people, it's getting late and stuff. We've got to keep everyone entertained and not too much space of silence. Lotus, go ahead.
I just feel like he's got it right on the tip of his tongue, huh, Paul? It's like right there.
As soon as we go off of him, he's gonna
get it. As soon as we leave, he's gonna get it. He's going, wait.
Hey, we'll come back to you. Just think about it. Let us know when something comes up. Okay?
You'll get it.
Yeah. Carlo, the man of the hour.
Carlo and Lena.
Hello.
Hey, guys. By the way, Carlo made this fantastic flyer that we have at this event here today. Great job. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Where did you go? There you are. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a good call so far. I'm feeling a lot of heat and everything, and clearing with the betrayal and everything. At a zero, and then all of a sudden, I feel something in my heart, and it's like, oh, I got to think of a very specific incident many, many, many years ago. Probably, I'm thinking, probably like 2008, to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say probably around August, September 2008, very specific. But I was in this one relationship, and what the words that come to mind is feeling left out. As my partner at that time, she ended up, doing all the traveling, doing all these trips, but I was not her first choice of travel companion. So I felt like I was feeling left out. And then one time we were booking a trip to Vegas, and all of a sudden, as soon as right before about, she tells me last minute, "Don't stop. No, someone needs to watch my cat. You got to stay behind and watch my cat." And we had a huge argument over that. Yeah, and it just made me feel like so angry and so upset. Because she ended up going without me. I had staying behind. It was just it was very hurtful and very painful. Then we broke up like 2, 3 months later after that. But yeah, that incident, it just had a serious charge.
Okay. You're still feeling it now?
Yes, I'm feeling in the heart area.
Okay. Sore spot, acknowledge the feeling. And so now we had some time to think about certain specific instances, right? We talk about this with Paul, right? Think about instances. And maybe some of you didn't think of some. I didn't specifically say to, so a lot of you may have not caught one. So perhaps you can think of one that's come up during these conversations. And sore spot, even though I feel what? I love and accept myself. Focused on the chakra above your head. Sore spot, even though this makes this chakra spin backwards, I love and accept myself. Okay, when you think about it now, what do you notice?
Oh, a huge charge still. I'm like on, it's like a
Mm-hmm.
fire in my soul right now.
Fire in your soul. Okay, so allow yourself to feel it. So notice how you're going faster with the sore spot, like, please get rid of this, please. And allow yourself to just like, hey, even if I don't get rid of this and it stays with me, it's all right. I'm going to be okay. So now I'm going to work with Carlo with his clearing beingness. This is a really important part, because if you miss the beingness part and you're using tapping to clear and you're going too fast with the clearing, you probably won't get anything. It's like spinning your wheels, right? So Carlo, allow yourself to feel the charge fully. Allow yourself to feel it more. Allow yourself to slow down and feel into it deeper.
Mm-hmm. I totally feel it, all right. Ugh.
Go 7 chakras above your head, feeling this fully. That's your focus. Just noticing this charge, feeling it fully. Head squeeze, exhale once, focusing 7 chakras above your head. There you go. Good. He's welcoming it. He's feeling it fully. And now focus on allowing yourself to feel it, even if it doesn't clear. I allow this to be here, even if I don't let it go, even if it doesn't go away, even if I keep feeling it. I allow this to be here. Focus on your crown chakra with this, allowing it to be here, even if it never clears. Head squeeze, exhale once. Great. Now feel the charge. And now just allow it to be here and allow it to clear. Allow it to let go. Good. What's it feel like now?
I'm a lot lighter. I'm like clenching my teeth like earlier. It just feels a lot lighter.
All right. Very good. Okay, next. Go ahead and just tap the top of your head, noticing what's still here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much charge is there still?
I went from like a 10 to 5.
Tap your chin. Feel that 5. Good. Head squeeze, exhale once. Sore spot, even though this is making my crown chakra spin backwards, I love and accept myself. Good. Let's begin to heal from this. God, please give me a spirit replacement with this. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you think about it now, what do you notice?
3.
Okay, focus on your 3rd chakra in the solar plexus. Sore spot. Acknowledge what you still feel and notice in your 3rd chakra, even though I feel what? Notice, think, observe, see. Side of the hand, I can get over this. Tap the top of the head. Okay, what do you notice now?
Lessening. Between 1.5 to a 2.
Good. Just going through layers. Okay. Okay, deep breath in and out. Okay, that will continue to dissipate. Great work. So the power of a single specific instance to really hone in that feeling. You can work on a feeling. You can bring up a feeling. But bringing in specific instances is really where it's at. Because then you can get it vivid, right?
Yeah, I really want to acknowledge you, Carlo and Lena, as another couple who's doing energy work together. Isn't that amazing? You know, you guys clear together, right? And how much longer are you going to stay together because you're clearing the blocks, right, that come up? Whether you're in the kitchen, you're driving in the car, and this happens or that happens, or we lose patience. What do?
Sore
Even
spot.
though I'm feeling. Relationship 101, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been able to use that to help in your relationship? I know I'm prying a little bit here, but I just thought I would ask.
Well, it helps. It helps release some whatever's in my space for sure, definitely, and
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear
Cool. Good to hear.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this Eve of Love. I'm sure you guys are going to do something beautiful to celebrate your connection tomorrow, and really glad you could be here with us tonight. And thank you for all your help with our flyers, and we really appreciate your support.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Carlo is the psychic graphic designer. So did you really, you made a backup, you make a backup for the different time?
Yeah, because I observe patterns. Like, doesn't he start calls at 6? So I'll just put one that says 6 p.m. just in case. And lo and behold.
So we had Carlo design the flyer, and I told him 5 p.m. because that's what I planned on. And then I found out that someone else had a call going on very close to the same time, and so we have to change the time because there's a conflict going on because Kevin had a call going on, and so I think were you at work or something? I texted you.
I was at work.
Yeah, you were at work. And I was like, "Can you please change the time? Is that even possible?" And you're like, "Yeah, I already made one with the other time." So he made a backup. I was impressed with that. That was really cool.
So we've decided he's now the psychic graphic designer in case you guys need one. We got one right here.
Quite handy. That's for sure. Okay. All right. Man, this has been a lot of charge. Whew. Paul, did you get a specific instance?
I have instances of
You sure?
I'm sure. I have instances. Now the question is instances of what?
Okay.
And whether there's still charge in those instances, I guess that's another question.
Okay. Well,
so
Go ahead.
So I feel as I'm tuning in, I'm just like transmuting the energy that's there just by like, or maybe you are transmuting the energy, or someone is transmuting the energy.
Oh yeah, we all are. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely get to the point when you practice this a lot, you'll just start thinking. Carlo, I think you even pointed this out. You just think about the sore spot when you're at work or something, and then you just like get the release, right? And Carlo's been really working this stuff. And so when you work this enough, you can literally just think of a point and think of what you need to do, and it actually starts clearing. This happens a lot. I'll be focusing on something with somebody. I'll focus on the chakra they need to clear, and then I test they don't need to clear it anymore because my focus cleared it, right? Or your focus can clear it, right? Okay, focus there. Okay, you don't have to do anything because you just cleared it with your focus.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I have this, I can feel it in my heart when like there's energy being cleared. When either I'm clearing the energy or someone else is clearing the energy in certain cases. I just feel a certain
Right.
sensation in my heart.
Yeah.
And
Cool. I got an idea.
mhm.
I think I have to run this by Lotus real quick though. Should we do a part 2? Because I have stuff on this list I really want to cover for you guys of the manifesting part. Because hey, Lotus and I manifested our soulmate relationships here. You can manifest a relationship if you don't have one, or you can manifest a better scenario with the person you have, where things fall into place easier and things. I really want to cover that segment. Do you think we should do a part 2 maybe on Saturday or something?
Part 2, definitely. Anyone else still feeling like the heart could use some more healing? What? When did we open the door here with love and relationship clearing? My goodness, this might have to be a series.
Right.
Holy
yeah.
cow. Esco's in, huh? Yep. Peter Jackson, I have a little bit more. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even better. Part 2, please. Saturday evening will be perfect. Right.
We'll get back to you on the time, either Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. I think Saturday afternoon usually is a little bit easier for most people, but especially if you guys staying up at 3 a.m. Goodness. Stefan, which side of the globe are you on today?
In Germany, and
You're in Germany.
after the call, my day starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Officially.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. so maybe early in the day for some of you guys that are here. Yeah, man, Stefan, we were dancing at the event, and he was throwing me around like a rag doll.
I wish I could have seen that.
I don't know,
Stefan.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone took pictures of that, but holy cow, good times.
The love is real.
So yeah, let's do a part 2. Let's finish off with the clearing, and then we'll come together on Saturday, part 2 for all you guys. It'll be a free call again if you want to show up. I'll just put the different date on the same Zoom link, so you guys will already have, maybe you get the update in your emails and things. So feel free to join us again. We'll show you how to manifest your soulmate or manifest your best relationship circumstances.
Or just love life and be happy and
Or that too.
full of love for yourself. Whatever it is you desire with your heart.
Yeah, really unlock that positive. So Lotus, would you like to take us away?
Yes. Hold on. Ashley, can I call you up here, please? It's been one of my fun hobbies as we're on calls to find the people I sense still need to be talked to just a little bit more and get their words out. So Ashley, would you like to share with us what's coming up for you, girlfriend?
Well, I didn't realize this was coming up actually, but I went to get a massage yesterday. I mean, with TMI, a massage yesterday, but the lady, she's an intuitive and a healer. So when she was working on my right side, she said that she almost started to cry because she heard chosen, something about being chosen, wanting to be chosen. And I've just been really having a lot of pain in my joints this week for some reason. I don't know if I'm ascending or what is going on. I was going to go take a salt bath tomorrow. But anyways, so when we were talking about this and this came up, and then I was like, this is so synchronistic, of course, because I just was told that yesterday. And then that made me cry after she told that to me, because I didn't realize that I was feeling that way, but I felt that intuitively. And I realized that what she was sensing was something that I wasn't aware that actually was in my auric field. And then it's kind of funny with it being Valentine's Day now, and then all of that emerging. And then you all had this session today. So
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Hold the thought right there. And everyone else, what's your last thing? What's still up? I want to leave you wanting a little more because we're going to come back here and do more for you Saturday. So I can't clear you of everything yet. But come up with the last little bit of what's left. Okay, Ashley, I want you to focus on your thing. Okay, you've got it. Wanting to feel chosen. What about everyone else out there? What's your last thing you're kind of wanting to clear? Tune into it. Notice what it is. Tune into your body. Notice what color it is. Okay, feel the block. Now take your hands. Keep your focus on it. Keep your focus on it. There you go. Keep your focus on it. What's the issue? What's the block that's still here that we're going to keep working with on Saturday? We're going to keep clearing it out. What can we get those last little bits out around love, around feeling wanted, all of those things, around being chosen? Focus in where is it in your body? Where is it? Is it in your tummy? Is it in your head? Is it in your shoulders? Good. Is there a color? Is it red, brown, green, yellow, blue, white? Focus on it. Good. Now expand your energy out 5 feet to the left, 5 feet to the right, 5 feet up, 5 feet down, and call on your guides, guardians, and highest energy and light. And by the power of God, and by the power of Source, and by the sweetest unconditional love of the Creator of all that is, we command that whatever's still left here be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear out of the core, which is deep in the belly, out of the genetics, which is deep in your third eye, out of your soul level, which is the heart space. And be pulled and resolved on the historical level, which is the back of your neck. The back of your neck, your time track that goes back in time, goes back through all of your past lives, all the stuff in the back of your neck going back, 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 back. And by the power of God, by the power of Source, and by the power of this light most divine, it is commanded that any and all blocks still remaining in your body, in your vessel, in your heart that are ready to go, be allowed to release and clear in the core, genetic, and soul level, pulled and resolved on the historical level, and replaced on all levels now with the beautiful, pure, unconditional love of the Creator of all that is, that shines resplendently like a rainbow, glistening in the sunlight, like a diamond full of light, allowing the pure light of all that is to shower and shine through all those levels and crevices, illuminating you fully and completely. God, please give them all as many spirit replacements as they need to finish until Saturday. And take a deep breath in and out. Stretch your arms up. Stretch your arms out and just say, thank you, God, for this gift of love, this gift of light, and this gift of healing that grows and grows by the day, only to get stronger for Saturday's call, to amplify this healing into the heart space and ripple out the sunshines of eternal love through all of the creation. Thank you, God. And it is done, and it is done, and it is done. May your tomorrow or your today be as beautiful, magical, and filled with love and light as you are.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. May you have an amazing Valentine's Day and receive and be all the love that you can. Join us again on Saturday, and we'll follow up in case there's a lot of heartbreak or something goes wrong or whatever gets stimulated, and we'll increase it and help you manifest more of it. From Lotus and I, we send you all love. Have a great night or a fantastic day. Bye-bye.